Hello, this is Ron Schira with another Art Geek production. We are sitting here with Andrew Orth, a very well-known photographer to who the in-the-know people turn to when they require good photography of them. We're talking about famous people. Who have you photographed? Hi, Andrew.
Hi. I've photographed a lot of famous people that most of which are saturated in the world of Hollywood, but this particular piece of work that I'm doing is a compendium of about 40 pieces of work.
Right, and we're speaking about the exhibit that is coming up at the Reading Public Museum from July the 14th through September the 23rd of this year in 2007.
Right. It actually is extended to the 30th. Just for the, I know it says the 23rd, but it's been extended to the 30th, just so it's accurate in dates. The people that I'm shooting they aren't considered the AAA stars of Hollywood. What they are the, as it might say, in demand. They're A-list, but they're not the Brad Pitts, and it's not the Tom Cruises, it's not the Jennifer Anistons, and it's not the top 20 George Clooney's and those types of people. It's the working class actor who's a character actor who's really well known by sight and sound, but the tabloids aren't necessarily saturated with them. And the reason that I shot them was because their publicists have given me the opportunity to shoot them over the years, and they've all been publicized because of their movies or whatever it was that they were involved in, television or film, or there's a lot of musicians in the show also. People who are doing something, in their career, with their talent. I would shoot them for different magazines, and the magazines printed them. I'm considered what they say an editorial photographer. So all this work that's in the show is just a compendium, like I said, of 15 years of these particular people that I deemed important in my own eyes, and thought that they were interesting character actors, personalities, interesting looking people. And I coupled that with the way that my style of shooting is, and in this case it's using a lot of the hand gestures and reaching out to the camera, when someone goes like this, and I caught them in different moments doing this. So sort of a communication between the observer and the artist is what I'm trying to accomplish here with this.
So you're aiming for a more comfortable shot. You're not looking for something posed. You're looking for something more in the...
The typical portrait shot is something that you'll see in most tabloids or press shots. You've got your paparazzi, which are people looking away in a candid way, and in this case it's people that are sort of engaging the moment with the camera and reaching out and sort of connecting with me as the photographer, but really with the camera, with the lens. And I felt that was a really interesting way of speaking to a mass audience.
So how long have you been pursuing this particular trend of photography?
Well, it's a style that was born out of, I wanted to reach an audience through a series of photographs that I would typically sit down with someone in a portrait style setting, and typically, the assignment was always, well, you want to shoot these people in a way that makes them look attractive, and that you always have, there's a journalist who comes in and writes an article, does an interview with them, and then I photograph the picture based on whatever character they were playing. And it became kind of stale after some years. I've been shooting for 20, 25 years, and it became stale to see someone just sitting there and not really engaging in any moment. So I sort of recall asking one of my subjects to reach out and engage with me, and they were more, how do you mean by that? And I would say, well, reach out, point to me. feel what I'm doing, and it's a little hard at first, but when people start to talk with their hands and their gestures and what they're doing, and whatever way that they express themselves, I'm over exaggerating now, but that's essentially what I would start snapping off these pictures, and it made these pictures look a lot more animated than just the stale, typical portrait style.
Right, the moody portrait, yeah.
Yeah. And after, and when you start to look back on your work, you start to see what you do over a long period of time, and you look through the work and you start to see, well, there's the assignment that was needed to be shot, and then out of this assignment, I started to see a pattern of how I would shoot these people, and it was always with them engaging with me in my lens, and I thought it would make a great exhibit.
Right. Well, you get more of their personality.
Yeah.
You get a feeling of a sense of who they are, and that's important.
And connection, sure.
Yeah. And you convey that to the viewer too. I mean, not just with the photographer, but if you're communicating with the photographer, then naturally it's going to extend itself to the viewer.
Right. I saw this. We were talking about it earlier, but Larry King did a Beatles interview last night. He had Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr and Diogo and Olivia, and when at the end of the show, Larry King brings them into the arena where the Cirque du Soleil is playing Love.
Right.
And audience clapped, and everybody was up on their hands, clapping and hooting for Paul and Ringo and so on. And Paul turns around as he's acknowledging the crowd, and he looks to the camera and he goes, "Yes." And I saw it last night, and I was thinking, well, you know what? There you go. That it's how the actor engages with the audience. He's reaching out for it, and he's trying to make something special happen between the audience and let them know that he's really there. At the same time, it makes me feel like I'm really alive and I'm really doing something that's more important than just...
Yeah. You're thinking about the people that are looking at your artwork, not just your own expression.
I want to evoke an emotion. I want to evoke something special that an audience really can stand there and tilt their head and go, wow, this is really interesting. That moment that you're capturing somebody in one frame, just that split second that makes that image special. That's what I thought was, that's what makes a great photograph. I'm not saying all my things are great, but I'm saying that's what I feel that I can try to obtain.
Well, just from the quality of the, I mean, we don't have any of your photographs here right now to look at, but I mean, just from the front of this invitation, I mean, this is really quite extravagant, really beautiful textures, engaging Hollywood. Yeah, the photography of Andrew Orth. Yeah, I look forward to seeing this show.
Great. Please
really
come down.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, I thank you very much. I'm going to leave a little space on here for photographs when I actually get to the show. So we'll edit this when I go see it.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you. Come see the show.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
This is Ron Schira with another Art Geek production. Thank you.